Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV live. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, welcome to a new week, man. I know. Weather's bad out there in some places, man. Some places it's extremely good. But let's just represent today. Make sure we talk about the things that we want to talk about. And today we're talking about relationships. Continuing the conversation, I should say. Do you feel disrespected in your relationship? Do you always feel like your words never mean anything in the relationship? They always laugh at you. They roll their eyes. They just don't take you serious in a relationship. Do you feel disrespected? Ladies and men, what do you bring to the table? Frank Summers says it's hot there in Vegas. Did you move there, man? Because you've been there for a minute. What's up? Shout out to you, the brother Frank Summers out there in Las Vegas. Had some health scares, but he's doing better now, moving around. What do you bring to the table? And what turns you off in your relationships? We got a lot of questions. Hopefully we get a lot of answers, So while we're waiting for the other people to join in and kick in, just want to say that we support everybody who's out there, man. I was just right before I came on, I just happened to be scrolling through some things. All right, safe travels, brother. Safe travels. It's been a long day for me. Y'all don't even want to know what I did today. But anyway, I was looking at the Eternal Grind, the podcast, and just shout out to those guys, man. They on there spitting, giving gems, okay, and spitting 100% facts. And they're talking about the same things that we're talking about: relationships, cheating, things of that nature. So shout out to them. I thought we was the only ones doing it like this, okay? But those guys are killing the game right now. So shout out to the Eternal Grind, the podcast. Those guys are really, really. There's a brother on there. I think his name was Brandon. That brother was talking so much facts. I mean, just explaining about relationships, explaining about how to raise kids in the society that we live in today, things of that nature. Okay, so again, shout out to Eternal Grind, the podcast. You guys are definitely representing, and I hope you guys continue. I'm gonna continue to watch, most definitely. So look, we were talking about last week about relationships and what are some do's and don'ts, what you like, what you don't like. What do women, if you were to ask a woman, what does she bring to the table? You get a whole lot of answers, okay? But there's a sister that had a answer for her. A sister that had an answer for it. And you'd be surprised what she said. And I'm going to wait for a minute and I'll play this. But, what do men want in a relationship? Whether you just getting into one or you've been in one for a long time, you need to know what we as women, you need to know what we as men want in a relationship. It's easy to assume that we want exactly what you want, but that's not real. Okay, understanding how our minds work can be beneficial to the entire relationship. And I'm not saying that just because it takes two or anything like that. I'm just talking about the fact as a man, I'm just saying, Frank says a relationship is never 50-50. It sways from time to time, but put it out there. Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you can learn what a man wants, ladies, and we're going to get to the other side as well, what a man wants, then you can guarantee that the relationship can be a healthy one. And it works both ways. Then your man or your woman will appreciate the effort. But what do we want, men, in a relationship? Let's start off with number one. It's the attraction. The attraction. We want a nice package. We want to see what the woman looks like. We want to be drawn to them. So what really draws us to each other? Be yourself. Let things happen naturally. Don't try to be somebody else. Allow the fun and relaxed side to just come through. We love confidence, at least I do. And when you can let things roll off your back, it's a plus for me. Don't take everything so seriously. Don't take everything so literal. Um, and again, attraction is not just about looks. It's also about the attitude that you would have as well. So, ladies, really, and I was just talking about these guys. I think his name is Brandon. I'm not sure, but man, I was right before I came on the podcast. I was talking to this. Well, I wasn't talking. I made a couple of comments, but I really listened. Uh, it's Eternal Grind, the podcast. They came on at I think 6 o'clock. I'm not sure, but they were spitting so much game. It was ridiculous. And it's the brother that really the ladies were on there and they did a great job. This brother was just putting it out
This
there.
thing right here,
Everybody, welcome my brother from Eternal Grind, Capo.
Hey,
What's going
what's going
on?
on? What's going on, brother?
Hey man, look,
What we talking about, man?
we talking about relationships all day long, but I was listening to you guys, man, and number one, dude, y'all was spitting gems, all right?
Okay.
Was definitely spitting gems, and it was more of a street level because that's what everybody needs to hear.
Right.
Don't nobody want to hear the sugar coated stuff no more. Nobody, that shit is just kind of played out sometime, all right? Because that happened back in the day. But you guys were spitting gems, man. And when did you guys start this podcast?
We started it in January. We was actually trying to figure out, our lane, and we still haven't really figured it out, but we're kind of comfortable where we're at to try to build on to whatever we have now. We do different topics, try to do different interviews, but we're trying to, perfect it at this moment. So, that's what we're doing there.
Definitely, man. And I'm telling you, it takes a lot for me. I've been in this game for a long time. I did a television show that lasted for 12 years, radio, did a lot of stuff, man. And for me to sit and be enthused and entranced about something, man, it takes a lot for me. Okay. And I'm sitting here and no disrespect to the ladies, but you was on point on several things, man. Okay. And I can appreciate that, man. So we talking about relationships, and I want you to give your perspective on some of the things that I got going on here. And we got a panel of people here. This is Dope Living TV Live, y'all. Again, the views expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily views of Dope Living TV or its affiliate. And I understand, and I know for sure that the Capo gonna give the core comment of the day. He gonna get that core comment of the day. I already know it's
definitely, most definitely. You know how I'm good.
I see you, and look, I'm gonna be watching. Are you guys on every day?
Nah, actually, we're kind of all over the place right now. My work schedule is kind of crazy. I'm a truck driver. My sister does hair, so we're trying to get it to where we do it kind of 3 times a week, but it's kind of hard with our schedule. So we're trying to figure everything out, honestly, man.
Hey man, let me know what's going on because keep me connected.
I appreciate you for pulling up, man. I was like, whoa. I was like, man, dude got some good points, man, and it was a new face besides the people that normally show up. So I will appreciate you for pulling up, man. Definitely.
But peep game, man. Look, I can't talk about relationships. I can bring it to the table, okay. But I'm not good at relationships, so I'm learning a lot. Frank Summers says what you bring and they bring should work together to make it work, but you have to work together as one. No secrets. What you think about that comment? You ain't got to agree with him.
I mean, I kind of sort of agree. But I mean, in the beginning of a relationship, I don't think you want to put everything on the table. I mean, you don't want to necessarily tell them no lies, But I don't think you want to put everything on the table because you don't know if that thing is going to work out in the long run. You have to figure out who that person is for who that person is, just like they have to figure out who you are for who you are. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you both have to come to some sort of a mental, emotional agreement. Most people are going off of finance nowadays. Finance and looks. If you look good and you got a couple dollars, we riding. We go to Miami, we catch a flight and all the rest of that. And that's why relationships don't work these days. They don't like the people who like them. If that makes sense.
No, it does. Okay. We was just right before you came on, right before you popped on, I was talking about attraction. All right. And attraction does not necessarily mean the way that they look. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's the way that they come at you. If they can roll, if stuff can roll off their back, if they natural, if they just gonna be themselves while y'all talking. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's crazy, man. Frank says true. If you just want sex, just say so. Be upfront. Hey, but the tables turn on that, Frank.
Conception with women. The first thing women tell you when you meet them is, "Tell me the truth. You ain't gotta lie to me." And then you tell them the truth, and then it's a whole nother scenario. They want to flip out or whatever the case is. And I'm not, saying all women, but most.
No, that's facts.
Yeah. Most. They don't want that portion of it. They want what they already have in mind for you, and that's the problem.
That's the boy. God, dog, you man, I should make you a panel member on this thing, man. Because really, man, that is the problem. Okay, let me be me. Don't
Yeah,
try to change me into what you want me to be,
absolutely,
because that's gonna cause a problem.
absolutely.
It's gonna cause a huge problem. Now, I got this video that I'm gonna show when a couple of more people come on. Okay, and the question was asked: what does a woman bring to the table? What does a man want a woman to bring to the table in a relationship? All right. And you'd be surprised at what she has to say. So, hey, what's going on, Ilsa? We're talking about relationships here. I got a relationship coach on here right about now. Eternal Grind Capo, okay. One of the hosts of Eternal Grind, the podcast, all right, comes on. I think it's 7 o'clock to 8, 6 o'clock to 7, right? Or something like
6:30 to 7. Sometimes we kind of get out of hand and go past that, but if you pull up, appreciate the love, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out Eternal Grind, the podcast, okay? And it's always love in other shows. I'm not the only one doing it. All right. There's other people out there. And like I said, I sit back and I listen most of the time on my show until everybody gets on, because I am not a relationship guru. But if you guys listen to Eternal Grind, the podcast, these guys are spitting facts. And it's not just about relationships.
No.
All right. It wasn't just about a relationship. So what do you think about that, though, man? What do you think a woman should bring to the table when you guys are talking or meeting or getting to a relationship?
I think the woman should bring her, the real her. Not because I think women have this facade that they bring originally to the table, that you eventually find out that that's not the real her. And I'm not just talking as far as makeup and clothes and stuff like that. It's just like, sometimes people are very they train themselves how to get around situations. A person might have good conversation and take you out and say, yo, baby, let's go out to eat. That whole night, y'all might be talking and then get home and be talking on the phone and stuff like that. And then when you're in a relationship, you realize that, she ain't verbally there. She not on my level as far as conversation wise.
Wow.
The emotional connection. And it doesn't necessarily what women have to realize, us men, we don't just naturally go off of sex. Yeah, cool. We got a penis. If you look good, we're gonna go after it. But what turns us on as well is that conversation. If you can intrigue us with that mind, oh, we turned out. We ready to see what's really up. What's up with you for real?
I don't know what he told y'all. He gonna come with that core comment.
Oh yeah. But women don't believe that for some reason. Women believe that we're just brick minded. We're after one thing. When we take them out for the next 6 months, everything that we do is about sex and so on and so forth. But now we're actually looking for somebody that's going to intrigue us, and a lot of things, depending on our preference, don't intrigue us about you. So you get treated a certain way. You get put in a certain category.
Yep. Ilsa says it works both ways. Absolutely, Ilsa. I agree with you totally.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's all to your preference, and a lot of people date people out of their preference because they're looking for something that they can't normally generate on a day-to-day basis.
Facts.
You understand? Facts. Like they will overlook the person that actually likes them for the person that they'd rather chase, which makes no sense.
So let me ask you this. So let's say, because you talked about this on your podcast, you guys were talking about how a man, you were saying yourself, I used to have all these women, gang of women, okay? Does that reputation, even though you're trying to change, or you have, or maybe you have changed, does that reputation taint, and that woman knows what you were, does that reputation taint you?
If you let it. If you let it, but it depends how you build yourself as a man afterwards. It's all about what you're willing to admit to, right? In
Ah,
the past, I was a great manipulator. I had to have a bunch of women for attention, and later on in life, when I realized that's what I needed those women for, things changed for me. A light bulb clicked.
yep.
You understand? I had to love myself. It made me realize that you're not loving yourself. You're just putting yourself out there, for attention, but you're not doing the proper things in life to take the necessary steps to step up, and actually be a man. And once you become that man, then you understand you only need one woman. If that woman is right, and once you're a man, you'll be able to tell if that woman is right or not. And
Exactly.
fortunately for me, my wife happened to be that one that was already in my life. And like I said, I mean, I put her through everything under the sun. And I agree. She been should have left me. If it
See,
was me, I'd have hauled ass. But again, I listened to something today, and I believe it was Kevin Samuels, which I don't normally listen to. I'm 50-50 with him, but he said everybody wants that old love, but nobody's willing to go through what they went through to get that old love.
absolutely. That's facts right there for sure. Ilsa says if a man can capture a woman's mind, then that's a positive sign. But what about a woman trying to capture the man's mind? Come on, Ilsa, let's work. Let's work both ways on this. Frank Summers says,
Right?
"Be yourself 100%. Don't try to be who or what they want, and lose yourself trying to be what you think that they want you to be."
Right. Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely. Everybody have to be themselves, and that's the problem. When you meet someone originally, one of the people, they're not coming as themselves,
mm-hmm.
and that's where the problem goes wrong off the rip. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
keep it 100, right?
Figure out months later, or when you enter an actual relationship with this person, like, whoa, all right, so I didn't see that sign, or I didn't see this sign, and stuff like that. Everybody talks about red flags.
Mm,
You know, a lot of times people are good at covering red flags. It's a different type of mindset that you have to have. If you want what you want in life, this is your stereotype. This is what you want in life, and you want to go up from here. When you meet a person, everything needs to be on the line, because with me, I had to realize when I meet anybody that's a new friend or a co-worker, I let them know off the gate, hey yo, this is me. If you can't handle it, cool, stay away from it. That's fine. You know?
exactly.
But the people that adapt to me are gonna adapt to
Period.
me. Period.
Take me
There's
as I
people
am.
out there, but people are afraid that, it might take me years to find somebody that's gonna adapt to me and all the rest of that. Yo, man, that's on you.
And they settle.
They
And that's where
settle,
you mess up.
and that's where they go wrong. They settle. They might say, okay, I want a man making 100K a year, driving a Bugatti with a mansion, and some fly clothes, and they be like, well, he sell drugs. He make 50K a year working at
See?
Walmart, and stuff like that. But he cute though, and he polite.
See?
And then 6 months later, he a whole woman abuser and everything else. Because they settle. Yo, if this is you and this is what you're looking for, it's cool. I think on both sides, with men and women, they fail to realize it's cool to heal,
Yeah.
cool to
Absolutely.
build yourself to understand what you want. Because when you meet somebody and you're out on a date and the person talks a certain type of way, you're like, yeah, it ain't gonna be no second date.
No.
But people, so they get desperate. They like, okay, all right, this they got to be the one. No, just build on you, because if you build on you, the more you build on you, the next person understands you, so you can understand them.
And see, a lot of women, and I'm speaking from a man's perspective, a lot of women, they see the bullshit. It's already there.
Yeah,
But they ignored it because, like you said, oh, he cute, okay, he got money, he got this and that, okay, and that bullshit that you ignored, when it come back and he beating on your ass and
yeah,
cussing you out and doing all of this stuff,
yeah,
it's not his fault, it's
yeah,
your fault,
yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
Ilsa says, for me personally, before I do that, hey, everybody, welcome Gina to the show.
How you doing, Jana?
Hi, how
Gina,
are you?
How
we
you
got
doing?
Eternal Grind Capo. I'm gonna call him what he got right there. I was watching Eternal Grind the podcast, Gina. They was just doing it. I mean, they were talking about relationships and everything. And I sat there. I was almost late for mine. Okay, I sat there. They were spitting so much facts, and this young brother right here was killing them, man.
Right.
Anyway, Ilsa says, for me personally, I want to know what a man is thinking. Can he clearly articulate his thoughts, ideas, and feelings?
Absolutely.
Marcella says, yeah, it works both ways, both male and female, like an intelligent person. Ilsa chimes back in. She says, is that man comfortable with being transparent? She's attracted by a man's intelligence, i.e. sapiosexual. Here we go with them extra words, y'all.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you about a man being transparent, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a man feels like you're being transparent and out and open about yourselves, I'm saying because there's a vibe and a mutual feeling that you will feel regardless of who the person is, right? Or how soon you meet them. Don't get me wrong, you might run into people that's just professionals at, hiding or pretending to be certain stuff like that. But for the most part, who's, being who they're supposed to be. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A man has no problem with being transparent, but women don't take into account is a man is very observant before he shows who he is. He's like he's playing poker all the time.
See?
You understand? So I have to know who you are before I put my cards down on the table. And the first hint of you being dishonest or I feel like you're not who you are, I'm gonna pull back and I'm gonna give you who I want you to see. And that's how men operate, and I think women take that as deceit a lot of times. When it's not really deceit, it's just that you've done something that he wasn't comfortable with, and he pulled back. Men are way more emotional than women are. Let's say that out the gate.
Oh, Gina got that look on her face, and she don't believe that. But
let's talk about it, Gina. Let's talk about it.
I don't believe. Well, men are not raised to be emotional. They're raised.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, they're raised to not cry, not show emotion, to be hard. That's how men are raised. If you see a man emotional or crying, the first thing a woman is going to think is he is too sappy.
Okay, it's crying or being emotional for the right moments and for the right things. Okay.
Well, see, wait. Let me make a correction here. Crying and being all over the place, that's not what type of emotional that I'm speaking on.
Right.
I'm speaking on solely a man can get silent, and that can be his emotional state. Understand? A man can go in thought, that can be his emotional state. Men have very a lot of different emotional states. It's not just the crying and the acting all weak and stuff like that. Of course, we're raised to be tough. We're raised to be men or whatever the case is. But you got to understand, our first love in our lives is our mama. So that there is that soft spot. So that's a woman. Mm-hmm. So we're going like with a person that we love or we like a lot. We're gonna be emotional, babe. Like you out here see the older dude, he's stalking the girl, and he can't control his emotions because he's all over the place. He's emotional because this is a person that he loves, he's attached to, and all the rest of that. So I'm not talking about like necessarily just crying and being all over the place. Men have very different stages of that, and we're not raised to be weak, but we're way more than emotional because understand as men. People look at us as kind of like the protector, the big dog, bodyguard, and everything else, right? So when we love like times 20. Yeah. So when you be like, yo, that's my gal, that's my gal. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't mess with you, you like, she cool.
Right. Right.
Exactly. You'll know what side of the fence you on with the male. Just most females just don't pay attention.
And it's not about being a punk or being soft with emotions. I get it totally. All right. It's about let us be in thought. Let us have some feelings about some of the things that are going on or some of the things that you say. Don't make us a punk. I don't want to fight all the time. You know what I mean? I don't. Come on, Gina. LOL.
Talk to me. Disagreed. You done made the face. Talk to me, Gina.
I can agree on some of the things you're saying, but I still disagree on some things. And you kind of touched on it when I think that in both cases, I don't know, because when I'm not feeling a man, he gone. Like, it don't take long.
As you should go. I mean, if you're not feeling him, you know, but
why waste your time? And I'm not gonna pretend like I'm okay with this or okay with that. If I'm not okay with it, I'm like, any relationship, the two individuals should be adult enough to say, this is not working.
Absolutely.
But it ain't look like that, Gina. You know, one is always going to be like, you know, what's your problem? Okay, what I do and this and that. Okay, I can change. What about that? I can change.
No way. First of all, if you believe that, you crazy, because a person is not gonna change.
Why not? Gina?
So that's just the pull in. That's just the pull in. If they saying I can change, that's the pull in. That's the don't go, baby. I'm gonna change, stay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing.
And Gina, I'm gonna give you a core comment too. That was cool. I get it, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, me neither.
You mean to tell me that you could tell a woman that you're gonna change and you actually are gonna change? If I
say I'm going to change, I'm gonna make that effort. I'm gonna make the effort to change. Okay, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. You know, bling bling is gonna happen right now. But I'm gonna make that effort, all right?
But I don't want you to change, though. I want you to be yourself. You find somebody who accepts you just the way that you are.
Yeah, but it's called bending.
What if that change in the person is themselves? What if the character that they're portraying at that moment really ain't them?
But that's the thing. That's the thing. In any relationship, especially any relationship, I'm not even going to say especially male or female. It goes both ways.
Okay.
You have to be honest with yourself and accept things that you are willing to accept. Now, if somebody says, I need to change within myself, I'm going through something, just stick with me. You have to make up your own mind whether or not you want to stick there. And if you want to stick in there, it can't be, well, you're not changing. You got to realize that you have to deal with it because you signed up for it. If that's what you decided to do. But if you are honest with yourself and you say, you know what, I don't want to deal with it, but because he got a lot of money or he can do this or that for you, and you say, I'm going to overlook it. Okay, go. I'm going to stick in, baby. You're going to change. And then you're unhappy. Then you're not being honest with yourself. You have to decide both parties in a relationship what mess you're going to accept, because nobody's perfect and everybody has their flaws. In any relationship, you have to decide what flaws are you willing to accept.
Okay, Ilsa says, will the real man please stand up? Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you, Gina, you told me last week I sounded like a bitter black man, okay?
You ain't gonna let that go.
You sounding pretty bitter right about now, okay? You sound real bitter, and I know you got a great relationship, okay? But look, when we say change, I'm not saying I'm gonna do a complete makeover of myself. If there's something that it's called communication, if there's something that bothers you, let's talk about it, and let me see if that's something that I can do, okay? Let me work on that.
Either way, it's still up to the person to decide if they want to stick in with that, though.
Okay. I mean, it's
still up to them to decide, do I want to deal with this? And if you're not honest with yourself and you say, yes, I'm going to deal with it because of other reasons for it, then you're going to be unhappy. It's going to fall apart. It's going to be chaotic. Okay. Because you are not being honest with yourself.
You gotta give it a chance. Go ahead, Capo.
Yeah, let me ask a quick question, right? So, all right, if you don't stay with this person because you say they got too much going on or whatever the case is, right? You move on to the next person and you try it all over again, right? Mm-hmm. What are the chances of you running into a person that's 10 times worse than the person?
It is a high chance.
So
and in this day world, you don't know what you're getting.
Process instead of trying to figure out with a person. Prime example, I'm gonna give you a true story, right? And I'm transparent. I have nothing to hide. I've been married for 8 years, been with my wife all together for 9 years, right? I put my wife literally through hell. I admit every chance I get, she should have been left me. I mean, when I say I was a player, big pun, ain't have nothing on me. Right?
Okay.
it clicked in me that this woman deserved a lot more, right? But if she'd have left me, I'd have still been on the same path that I've been on. I'd have left, right? But she held tight. She, you know, and I ain't gonna front. I mean, I hurt her to death with the nonsense that I was doing, which was all the way wrong. And I fully apologize that we've been through, you know, the motions, right? She helped me. Sometimes a man needs that person in his corner because not many people sticks in his corner to say, all right. And I'm not saying sit there and get hurt all the time and look stupid and all the rest of that. But what I'm saying is sometimes it takes that extra 5 days in a man's life to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, let me get my shit.
I agree with you 100%, Mr. Eternal. I agree with you. It's not it's not always the person that you with that's the one that is going to stick with you and change you. You always gonna find that one person that can turn you around. That does not mean everybody that you meet prior to that person is the person. You know what I'm saying? It's just, again, it all your wife has to her because she did stick in there, but she made the decision that I'm going to do with this, and I'm going to stick in there until this man turns his life around. She made that decision, and that's the point that I'm making. Everybody, when they get into that relationship, when you find things in a relationship that you don't agree with, you don't like, or it's not acceptable to you, that's a point in the relationship when you have to make a decision and say, I'm going to stick with this person until things get better, or I can't deal with it. The people that say, in their mind, I can't deal with it, and they stick with it, that's wrong to me. Okay. You have not in your mind that you're going to go through the trials and tribulations with this person, but you're doing it for other reasons, like I said, because the things that they can do for you, it's not going to turn out the same way it turned out with him and his wife.
And I hear that. Okay, Ilse says don't stick around for the foolery. Okay, and Eternal Grand Couple. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm back.
Greg, what's going on with you, Greg? Is something happening with you on your end?
I'm good. Yours is
it's copy. Hold on, let me leave and try to come back in.
Okay, and Gina,
no, he's fine.
He's fine. Mine is fine as well. Yours is coming in now, though. Why don't you log off and come back on? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is DopelivenTV Live. We are talking with Eternal Grind, Capo, and got Gina Gatson on here as well. Everybody's making some great points. Our relationships, we always do on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. We always talking about it, and we still support you guys as well on whatever you guys are doing. All right. So make sure you guys, click on and hang out with us. Ilse says again, don't stick around for the foolery. I think we're having some problems, period, because that went on slow. She also says, I think she made the decision as to what she was willing to deal with. I think she's thinking about Capo's wife. And she also says that Gina was on point, on her. Trying to pop on Gina, I see you. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it going. For some reason, nobody's getting it. That's Gina. You still kind of.
Yeah, everything's kind of choppy still.
I see you guys. I mean, honestly, on my end, everybody's fine. Except for Gina, yours is still going funny, but Capo, you good. Mine is actually good for once. That's the change of mine.
You sound kind of choppy on my end. I don't know. Let me try to go in the house and
maybe maybe I will. I'm just gonna reboot real quick, everybody. This is DopelivenTV Live. I'm gonna come back as a video to show everybody. You all stick around, all right? Let me
get up under this Wi-Fi. Ooh. I missed a couple minutes.
Well, audience, I'm the only one on here, so I'm sure you put questions in the comments, your feelings and what you think about the subject at hand, because I'm going to be talking about myself, backing it up about myself. You know, they try to.
Yeah, and as I'm looking, the only one that is good is Capo. Okay, there we go. Everybody good now.
Everybody.
Right.
Gene, I think it was.
I know we have a lot of thunderstorms here.
Oh, okay, could be. But Ilse, appreciate that. She says, Gina, you are on point. And Greg, I'm choppy. That's right, I'm choppy. That's my middle name, Choppy Greg. Look, I want to show you guys this video. The question was asked, what does what's going on, Cindy Moore? Thank you. What can a woman, what should a woman bring to the table? Y'all check this out, and I'm gonna need both y'all to comment on this one. All right, we'll be right back.
So I hear a lot of men asking, well, what do you bring to the table? And women are now so attractive and, you know, making money and all these things. So we feel like, well, that automatically makes me a good catch. Look at me, I'm attractive and I make some money. Do you understand that even if you have a good paying job, a man will walk past your 6-figure making self and as attractive as you are and go to the mugly girl at Burger King because she knew how to be his piece and how to give him what he really was looking for? It doesn't matter what you make. Men don't care. When men ask you, what do you bring to the table? They're simply asking, do you know how to be my peace? Will you listen to me? Will you encourage me? Will you help me to pursue my dreams and to be a better man and a human being? Are you compassionate? Are you kind? Are you loving? Are you nurturing? Will you pray with me? Will you pray for me? I'm out here fighting the world. I don't want to come home and fight with you too. If I'm going to fight, I hope that you'll fight with me and fight for me. Are you going to be everything that I need? Because at the end of the day, what I'm really looking for is peace and stability. They will walk past everything if you're not that.
What I'm really looking for is peace and stability. God damn it. Everybody say what's up to Maurice Bishop. Everybody say what's up.
Hey, what's going on?
KB. That's my co-host KB. Shout out to KB.
Hello everyone. How are you guys?
KB.
Y'all make sure y'all check.
Hey, you see my circle twin over there?
I see you. Look at that. Yeah. But yeah. So what did y'all think about that video?
Let's let the ladies go first, Miss Gina.
Gina, don't chop up on that. Let's go.
No, I didn't. I want to feel what you were saying. No. He's talking. That small piece is that, you know, it's not all about your six figures and your beauty. It's with the person too. So
you got you chopping.
You're chopping, Gene. You're chopping. You might have to log off again and come back because I want to hear what you got to say. Katie, what you got?
I'm sorry, you guys. I tuned in a little late. I saw the ending of the video.
What did you think about the ending of the video?
I'm sorry?
What did you think about the ending of the video?
The ending of the video? No, I didn't really get to hear it too well. I just saw it.
I kind of lost part of it too, bro.
That's okay. Capo, you don't mind. Play it again. You good?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, play it again. Y'all listen to this while Gina comes back on. Okay, I want y'all to hear this. What what can bring to the table? She had great cleavage too. So let's check.
You might want to refresh your screen, bro.
Yeah.
There you go, bro. Go. He get ready to refresh y'all. How y'all doing? This is the first time I met either one of y'all. So usually.
Oh man, Eternal Ground Capo from the Eternal Ground podcast, brother.
Hello, TV from Eternal Ground podcast.
Where you at, KB?
Okay.
I'm right here. Sorry, Capo was talking about my hair not being done. It's bad hair day today.
This is open live. We don't care if you come in here. We're hanging out your nose.
Gina, please.
Thank you.
What's happening?
Everybody check out Gene. We can play this one more time. Everybody check it out. Get your opinion. Here we go.
Great.
So I hear a lot of men asking, well, what do you bring to the table? And women are now so attractive and, making money and all these things. So we feel like, well, that automatically makes me a good catch. Look at me, I'm attractive and I make some money. Do you understand that even if you have a good paying job, a man will walk past your six-figure making self?
All right, hold on. We get a lot of echo.
Man, you might need to start the stream out up again or something because
it's
feedback and it's chopping up real bad, bro. I mean, it is chopping. This is worst I ever seen. Ever.
Well, damn, man, put your money on it, dude. Shut the no. Look, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go nowhere. Tina, KB, Maurice, I'm gonna move.
Yeah, it's really, really choppy. Like it's like almost robotic.
It's just worse than
Only
that.
Greg though. Eternal, KB, Maurice, I can hear you guys clearly. It's Greg who I can't hear clearly.
Well, you starting to chop up some too, babe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Were y'all in storms up there in the G?
We are having serious storms here.
Yeah,
that's probably why.
It's reflecting.
I'm gonna try my phone.
It's just burning up down here. That's all.
I'm gonna reboot.
Yeah, we're super hot. We're super hot up here. 90-something.
I'm gonna reboot.
All right, brother. Woo. So you super hot. Where y'all?
Yeah, we're in New York, and it was like 96 degrees today. It was super hot.
96 is the regular down here in Tennessee.
Tennessee, man. I love Tennessee.
Wow.
We just in the Pigeon Forge.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. I'm telling you, that's what's happening this weekend. I'm telling you, it's gonna be popping.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Does he turn? Maurice, does he turn on Grind? I'm on here. I don't know. Am I good?
Still digitizing on me.
You might want to. I don't know. You might want to start the whole thing over because it's choppy every time you come.
More choppy. Okay, look, everybody.
Hey, just send me the link if I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send everybody another link. Everybody that's watching, y'all get another link. I don't know because I'm not stormy out here. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes. All right.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right. Peace.
End it.
All right, everybody, look, I don't know what happened. We had some difficulties. I'm moving around. I'm checking it. I even got my phone to make sure everything is cool. We're going to see. I might have had, and I think what I might have done was had too many too many things up, you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Be right back. Yo, I know y'all see me, but this is the green screen that I use to portray the Dope Living TV junk that's in the background. Hold up. We working stuff out here.